Hi, I'm Ray Ocanto, your host for this special encore episode of Dine Out Along the Road. Join us as we celebrate the food, the wine, and unique treasures we discovered throughout California and Nevada. Come on, let's dine out along the road again. Every town, every city has its hot spots and hidden gems. Join us as we travel the back roads and the main highways, sharing the untold stories behind the food, drink, culture, and notable people that make up these unique treasures. Come on, let's dine out along the road.
1, 2.
Morro Bay, California. In this intimate seaside town, we enjoyed the best catch of the day at locally owned Giovanni's Fish Market. Here you'll find a 15-foot menu, live crab tank, and a line of hungry fans. In the business for 3 decades, this family-owned and operated establishment has long become synonymous with fresh quality seafood, available in the well-stocked fish market or to be enjoyed in the popular adjoining patio. Hey, Gio, you got the Gibraltar of the Pacific. Pacific Ocean's your storefront. I mean, how beautiful and spectacular is this?
You know, every day I come to work, I just feel so lucky because I get to look out the window and see that, and it's just like, I get to work here. How cool is that?
On any given day, what kind of fish are coming in off the dock in those boats?
Anything from calamari, California calamari, local pink shrimp, Dungeness crab. That's the beauty of Morro Bay. We get so many different things. We're coming into swordfish and tuna season. We'll have shark, we'll have tuna. We get halibut right now. White sea bass are just exploding outside the rock. In the spring, we'll get salmon, wild king salmon. So we get that whole beautiful blend of all those different fish, and they all kind of just happen at different times of the year.
That comes out of that boat into that restaurant.
Doesn't get any
instantaneously. I mean, is that
fresh as it gets.
Yeah. I think that's one of the best kept secrets about your business is that restaurant. The fresh fish, the great food.
We should definitely go try
Let's
those.
try that.
Right,
yeah. Gio, this looks amazing.
We've got our fresh local snapper sandwich,
Wow.
which is one of my very favorites.
Yeah, let's try this.
Fresh local caught red snapper, grilled to perfection. I like it because it's not heavy, it's not fried, it's delicious.
Wow.
That's a good one right there. Fish and chips, our staple.
Yeah, that's what you know. It's a signature thing, right?
That's why you come to Morro Bay, right? We want to have fish and chips.
Yeah, gotta put a little lemon on this, right?
Fresh Alaskan cod, batter fried in our homemade tempura with our house-made tempura sauce, our tartar sauce.
Wow.
Kind of a special
awesome.
thing. This is what people come for.
Oh my God.
Our fish tacos.
Fish tacos,
I mean, south of the border, let's bring it to California. Again, our fresh cod, deep fried or grilled, depending on how you like it.
A little salsa.
Our salsa verde.
Homemade. I saw the guys making it back
Chopping
there.
it in the back, right?
Wow.
A little cilantro, avocado, little cabbage, little crema, some fresh tomatoes.
Little homemade corn tortilla.
Absolutely.
Wow, that is outstanding. How many of these you make a day?
A lot.
Really?
I don't even know how many. Many.
Hundreds.
Hundreds.
Maybe thousands.
Probably not thousands.
Millions.
At least, no. Billions.
It's Viva Las Vegas as we visited one of the top vacation destinations. What happened in Vegas didn't stay in Vegas. We dropped in on a shopping center made entirely of shipping containers, where we discovered some unique handcrafted cocktails, enjoyed a different twist on breakfast, and explored an historical museum where the city's old neon signs are laid to rest. The Neon Museum, a nonprofit organization committed to the preservation and restoration of the iconic art forms synonymous with Las Vegas. If you're a fan of Las Vegas and been here before, you remember at Treasure Island had a whole pirate theme. Pirates and skeletons, that great light show. Well, this is an original piece from Treasure Island. It's an actual pirate head. This is now here at the Boneyard, here at the Neon Museum. You think about the great hotels here, the Moulin Rouge, the Sahara. How about this one? The original lamp from the Aladdin Hotel. How cool is that? I can only imagine what that looked like in its heyday, all lit up. I'm gonna wish this genie makes me skinny. We're Maria, this is one of the most unique social hubs that I've ever seen in any city anywhere in the country.
Absolutely.
43 repurposed shipping containers. How in the world did this all come together?
So we originally had the idea to put a park downtown, and not being part of the city, we needed to figure out a way to pay to maintain it. So the original idea was to build a park right here and then to put 4 shipping containers on the edges and have pop-up shops. And that idea just kind of grew and grew and grew until you have everything that you see today.
It's its own ecosystem. You don't have to go anywhere. What would I experience here on a Friday night when I walk through the streets of this beautiful container park?
It's so much fun on Friday nights. We have live bands playing at the stage at the back of the park. It's very social, you know, lots of people just walking around having drinks, shopping, just having a really great time. So I think there's no better place on a Friday night than downtown Las Vegas. Thank you.
You're welcome. What do you like, Maria?
Oh my gosh, everything is so good here. If I'm feeling a little bit naughty, the smothered egg biscuits are great. The French toast is great. Chicken and waffles are, you know, always very popular here. Great, we've got some more. Look at the chicken and waffles.
In-house made shrimp and grits for you.
Shrimp and grits.
Chef.
Really, Chef? This is fabulous. It's delicious. I love grits. Oh, absolutely, Chef. That is fabulous. Great job. In a container park.
I know, our
Right?
chefs are very creative. They have a lot of fun with this menu, so.
That's fabulous. Yeah, they got it down really good.
So this is Oak and Ivy.
Yeah.
It is an American whiskey den. We do have a full bar, as you can see, so we have all of the spirits. We also have a little bit of wine and some craft beers. So when they're working on their drinks here, one of the things that we do is a selection of barrel-aged drinks. So we always have drinks that are barrel aging. We also have a seasonal menu that rotates. So every quarter or so, they introduce a new seasonal menu, and those are all original creations. So they'll introduce about 8 new drinks every quarter. Actually, what Vito's about to make is pretty visually awesome. This is the
Apple pie harvest.
Apple pie harvest.
Do you
That
want to
sounds
explain the apple
delicious.
pie harvest a little bit as you're making it?
So the apple pie harvest was inspired actually through an event that happened with a couple of guys that work here, and the event was a Friendsgiving. One of the guys brought over a bottle of this stuff called Bekarovka, which is a Czech herbal allspice liqueur, and they decided to take shots of that as they were chasing it with an apple pie. And then the way that you actually go about this cocktail is, so this is actually gonna be your shot of Bekarovka. You're gonna take this, and then you're gonna chase it with the cocktail itself. That way you can kind of relive that night of ours every day. There we go. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers to you. Cheers to Vito, the libation master. In one of the great wine appellations of the world, Lodi, California, we discovered Acquiesce Winery, where the mantra is to submit to nature, to yield to the vineyard, and to acquiesce to the grapes. A rarity among Lodi wineries, Acquiesce specializes in white wine varietals, lovingly created in small batches. Styled to be food-friendly, the wines are paired with small food bites and served in a tasting room as unique as the winery itself. Sue, there's a Rhone awakening here in the Central Valley of Lodi, California, partly because these beautiful vineyards and the vines are sourced from that amazing region in southern France, the Rhone wine region, and that little area, the Châteauneuf-du-Pape. How much is that creating distinction for your great white wines here?
Totally. The clones from the varietals come from Châteauneuf-du-Pape. Only 7% of the grapes grown in that region in France are white. And so you might not normally see them when you go shopping for wine. I fell in love with a white Châteauneuf-du-Pape and decided to plant them here. I wanted to focus on whites and do them right. I always felt that whites didn't get their due in the winery, that sometimes they were overshadowed by the bigger reds, and so I wanted to just focus on the whites. Actually, when we first opened the winery 5 years ago, some well-meaning people in the community told me it would never fly all white. And I said, well, if I don't sell them, I'll drink them.
Yeah.
And it's been, and we sold out the first year, and we've been selling out every year since. So we're starting with our Grenache Blanc 2015. And this wine just won Best of Class in Sunset Magazine.
Wow, this is one of your real signature wines here at the winery, right?
It is. There's only 300 acres of Grenache Blanc in the U.S. And
Wow,
we
that's
have
delicious.
3 acres here.
That's delicious. That is just so light and fresh and, you know, almost citrusy and just even as it goes down. It's delicious. What would you pair that with?
So we've paired it with everyday foods like a cheeseburger, which is great,
Wow.
but it's super special with any kind of sushi. So then we've got our 2015 Viognier, and this Viognier just won Best Viognier in California.
Wow.
At the California State Fair this
Wow,
year.
that's amazing.
So we have only 1 acre of Viognier here, but I think that it's probably one of the wines that go with most things. So if you're looking for a wine to go with asparagus or arugula, Viognier is the wine.
That's delicious. Wonderful. Great
Thank
work.
you. Thank you.
Excellent. It's all in the family. Visalia, California, my hometown. Here we visited an original 1950s family-owned hot dog stand where every day they serve up yummy fun on a bun. Also, we embarked on the ultimate fine dining experience within a historic 1916 train station, revived by local family restaurateurs. The Southern Pacific Depot, a true treasure of Central California. One of my favorite dining experiences is to walk through those doors, come back in this beautiful bar, sit there with a little plate of half oysters and a nice bottle of wine. I can tell you, it's amazing. What do you want people to experience when they come here to the Depot?
Kind of what you just said. You want a comforting spot and to dine. I don't want people to come here to eat. We want you to dine.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. It's amazing. These are 2 of your signature little appetizers, right?
Yes, the slab bacon, which a lot of people say, oh, it's pork belly, which is another name for it. And then the avocado cocktail that we pulled from just the history of trying to find dining appetizers for the restaurant.
Oh my gosh. Whatever you call it, it is absolutely fantastic. Oh my gosh, bacon and that beautiful, delicious sauce. That is so good.
It's fantastic.
Oh my gosh, you can never go wrong with bacon, but the way you prepare it here, this is amazing.
Because I still shallot vinaigrette sauce with it.
Outstanding. And what is this, your avocado?
This is an avocado cocktail with Russian dressing. A little bit of Topeka caviar on top.
Is that caviar?
That's
yeah.
caviar, yes.
Wow, got a good
Yes.
little dip of that.
And again, it, you know,
Oh my gosh.
you go through, you think about, you want to bring in the history of the train depot, the trains. We found a book, Old Dining Car Menus. This was on it.
The tradition of great tasting dogs, fast friendly service, and a good price remained untouched at this downtown Visalia gem. Taylor Brothers Hot Dogs. For over 60 years, they've kept it simple. Only hot dogs with mustard, relish, onion, and chili made from Ma Taylor's own recipe. I've been connected to Taylor's Hot Dog Stand since I was 5 years old. Tell us your connection now with your family legacy here since your grandmother, right?
Yeah, actually, it was my grandpa and his brother. That's why we get the Taylor brothers, and they just kind of they had one here, one in Porterville, and one in Watsonville. The one in Watsonville is actually still here, and they had the three going. When my great uncle passed away, he left his half to my dad, and then when my grandpa passed away in 2012, he left his half to me. And so now it's me and my dad doing all the work.
You started when? When did the hot dog stand first open?
The first one here across the street was in 1952, and then we moved it across the street in 1983, and we've been here ever since.
One of the things I love about the hot dog stand here is everything's simple. I mean, you don't even have a computer. You still write the order on the paper.
Yeah.
And I just love that. It's unique about it. Why do you continue to do that?
Just that same old school feel. I mean, you add in, the cash registers and ATM machines and all that other stuff, and it just kind of expands, and everybody still likes that kind of old school feel of, you know, coming up and still grabbing cash out of their pocket and paying for it.
Hot dogs are the only thing on the menu.
Hot dogs are it. Yeah.
A few chips,
Yeah.
you know, and some Cokes, and it's just plain and simple, and you do that by design, right?
Yes, no, it's everything in here is very simplified, and it's a lot of the processes we still do in here today, we did back in 1952.
We come once a month we're pretty much regulars.
What is it, the third Wednesday?
Third Wednesday,
Third Wednesday
of
of
every
each
month.
month. That's
We
awesome.
walk up and she knows what we're ordering and she gets it all set up for us.
What's your favorite? How do you order them?
I eat no relish, light mustard.
Yeah? And how do you guys like them?
I do the same as him.
I like to keep basic, just chili.
Yeah, chili, right? That chili's just
chili,
awesome,
yeah,
right?
That's the best part.
I grew up in Visalia, California, and I've been coming to this hot dog stand since I was 5 years old. Now I'm inside watching Matt go to town. He is like a well-oiled machine. It's incredible.
They never made a mixed up hot dogs. They went for the GoPro on my arm. Oh, really?
Dude, I'm thinking you don't ever have to go to the gym. That's a workout right there. Show me from scratch to finish.
So you're gonna reach up here and
Okay.
grab a paper.
Grab a paper.
You're gonna flip it. You're gonna open up that lid.
Okay. Awesome.
There you
I
go.
grab my bun,
Grab a hot dog.
grab a hot dog, throw it in.
Yeah, mustard.
Mustard, relish, little onions.
Yeah.
A little slower than you are, though. And then throw some chili. Okay. And how much
you
do I
go.
put in? Just a
spoonful.
Just a spoonful.
And then you're gonna tuck this down into
Under
back
that.
there, yeah.
And then this over the top. Like,
Grab like that, and then
Yeah.
this is gonna go underneath the bottom.
this go underneath like
Yeah.
this, almost like a backward burrito.
Yeah. Then you put it in the box.
Yeah. There we go. He helped me
There you
make it. Our trip to Prather, California took us just off the beaten path of Highway 168 to Basilwood Farm, a family-owned and operated goat farm. What began as a home dairy turned soap-making headquarters is now a beloved community gem. It's serene and beautiful, filled with family, animals, sweet-smelling products, and my personal favorite, cheese. So I'm gonna try some of this goat cheese, huh? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And this bread, did you make this bread?
Sure. So when we do our cheese class, we make shove the day before so that we divide it into bowls for tasting with different seasonings. And so I use one with a dill dip seasoning, which you can use with chips or crackers. And then the other two are called yummy cheese spread and goat cheese blend.
Yeah, delicious.
All kind of savory flavors. And then I rolled this one in chocolate shavings. So
There's goat cheese in there? Wow.
it's,
Wow.
goat cheese surrounded by dark chocolate.
Wow.
It's very soft. So
Oh,
what
so
you
it's like
want
a
to do
spread.
is take a little bit of this, and just spread some on there, or just like get messy and
Just dab it
get
in there?
yeah, and then eat it.
Those are delicious. Those are so awesome.
I know. Isn't that good?
Super good.
So what you can,
Wow.
the thing about Chef is that it's very versatile. You can use it to replace cream cheese. You can use it on a hamburger. Nothing tastes better than goat cheese on a hamburger. It is delicious.
I've had it. It is delicious.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
It's almost as delicious as that with that wine. I mean, that is a great pairing. Really? I
Yeah.
mean, it's semi-sweet. It's not over the top sweet. I can taste the goat cheese through the chocolate.
Yep.
And you finish it off with this little glass of wine. It is so good.
It's very
Super
delicious.
delicious. Yum.
What I love is people. So I love having something that brings people up to our place. When we have people come and go, we want them to feel like they've had a big hug,
Yeah.
in a sense.
Yeah. You're like that. I can sense that with you. It's so cool because we're all going to spend the night here, by the way.
Okay. That's okay too.
Cheers.
More room.
Mention the words craft spirits and sunny Atwater, California might not be the first location that pops into your mind. Fourth-generation farmer David Souza is changing all that with a vegetable that is near and dear to his heart, the sweet potato. What an amazing operation you have here to take this ancient agricultural product and convert it into a spirits for people to enjoy. How in the world did you come up with that, David?
Did a little stint in Las Vegas with some purchasing of some restaurants, and I had a promotion company. As I was promoting in, you know, the casinos and stuff, and just seeing all the alcohol that was pushed, kind of gave me an idea of like, why can't we make something from our farm, something different, and, you know, push our brand to, you know, to the next level.
Educate us a little bit about vodka. I'm always under the impression that the great vodka comes from Russia, that it's made out of potatoes, but really that's not the case, right?
No, most vodkas I feel you're gonna find on the market are gonna be made from wheat or grain. Grain's simpler and easier, and it kind of took that direction.
Yeah, how different is the flavor profile?
You're gonna get a little more cream on it. It's gonna be creamier. There's a little bit of residual sugar from the distillation, so when you swirl it around in your glass, you're gonna see a lot more leg on it, like a wine, where it's gonna really kind of be a little more creamy. And you're gonna actually get notes, a little more earthiness and nutty notes. So it's a little bit of nutty flavor to it, and then just a hint of sweetness on the finish.
Dave, I don't know if I've anticipated anything more than trying these spirits. Maybe my daughter being born, but I'm super excited to try the Corbin line of products here.
Awesome. Well, we'll typically start, we go clear to dark, so we're gonna start with the sweet potato vodka.
So what kind of a flavor profile am I going to
So you're going to see
here?
it's going to have more of a nice aroma on it, like a wine, versus most vodkas, you know, have a rubbing alcohol smell. But you're going to have a little bit more earthy, nutty undertones,
That's
and
nice.
Smooth.
And there's a really special connection to you on the name, why you named it this, right?
Yeah. So it's named after my son, fifth generation farmer, hopefully someday a distiller, loves to be on the farm and the tractors. And so yeah, Corbin Cash is dear to my heart in two ways, both my babies, my baby business and truly my baby.
How do you say in Portuguese, to your health? Para sua saúde, right?
Yeah, correct.
Here,
Cheers.
to your health.
Cheers.
Yeah. Thank you, Dave. The Dust Bowl Brewing Company's newest 30,000 square foot brewery is the Taj Mahal of breweries. Delicious pub food, outdoor games. It's more than just great beer. It's about a fun experience for the whole family. 30,000 square feet of just hoppy amazingness. How proud are you of this place?
Well, very proud. 7 years ago, we didn't even envision something like this occurring, and Turlock, I think it merits a really cool, fun place like this to come and socialize.
I love your tap house downtown, but this one's like on steroids.
It is.
I mean, this is absolutely ridiculously awesome. You know, and someone made a comment today, a political comment about, you know, worried about taco trucks on every corner. I say, why not?
Yeah,
right?
With taco truck beer.
Exactly.
In the taco truck.
And that's what this is right here. This is a taco truck. Tell me a little bit about this beer.
We thought we'd have fun with craft.
Other than it's super awesome and delicious, that is awesome. That's the kind of beer I like.
We thought it would work in the Central Valley, and for that matter, anywhere. It's fun, it's crafty, it's playful.
Craft beer making, I mean, the chemistry and the biology of beer making, infusing some of the ingredients you do, really takes it to a whole different level.
It's gourmet beverage, is what it is. And we try to do that with food as well.
Hey.
Hi, welcome. I'm Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
My first dining experience here at the Dust Bowl.
Well, welcome. Are you hungry?
I'm starving.
Are you ready?
I'm ready, Elizabeth.
Okay, I'm gonna come around this
You got
side
this
of you.
amazing chef to put it all together for us, right?
This is our head chef, Justin.
Hey, Justin. Thank
right.
you.
There you
Thanks
go.
for putting on some pounds for me.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Great. Well, gosh, what should I try? I guess the appetizers, right?
Yes, so this is our squeakers. They're made with Hilmar cheese curds. They're actually a local cheese company and dairy company here in Turlock. So we love supporting local, as you know, with all those elements we put in our restaurant as well.
Oh, man. Ahi
And
tuna,
this,
Turlock,
it's a little
California.
elevated. Can you believe that? So we definitely wanted to make sure our menu reflected that modern pub fare, but also had some elevated items that really speak to the beer that we serve and complement it well. So You're gonna have your seared ahi tuna on there,
Wow.
fried wonton chips with fresh mandarin oranges,
Wow.
tossed in a fresh sesame dressings.
Oh
Great.
man, this burger, I don't even want to throw my mouth around this
Isn't
thing.
outstanding. So
Oh
this
my
is, again, the
gosh.
Hops of Wrath burger. It's smothered in a Hops of Wrath barbecue sauce, house made. You're gonna have applewood smoked bacon on there, cheddar cheese as well.
Wow.
How do you like it?
That is outstanding.
Isn't that great?
That is so delicious.
That's a crowd favorite.
Oh my God, this is awesome. And this is your
Yes, this-
amazing meat lover pizza.
This is, and
Looks
so
beautiful.
we have artisan crafted pizzas here. They're fired in our oven in the back. And this you can see, oh man, look at that. You want that melted cheese on there.
Oh, gosh.
It has a plethora of meat on there. You're gonna get all those flavors you want. Dollops of mozzarella cheese.
Oh, wow.
And again, crafted perfectly and by hand in our ovens in the back. So, isn't that a great one?
Finger licking good pizza.
And you really can't go wrong with pizza and beer. This is one of our favorite desserts. You have the fried bread pudding there. Think a churro with ice cream. Cinnamon and sugar with a caramel sauce, vanilla ice cream on top, served warm in a skillet. I mean, really,
Oh,
it's
man.
the best way to finish off a day.
Oh my God.
Right?
That is ridiculous. Turlock, California, Dust Bowl Brewing Company. As good as it gets in Central California.